This is Charles Oliveira taking on Michael Chandler the second time. He tends to stay right here at the edge of the board, walking forward, throwing combinations up here, teeps, and then if you come forward too much, he'll go underneath you with a double leg takedown. They exchange 2-3, and look, look at him running. He's not scared to fight. He utilizes the full rule set of mixed martial arts. That's why he's like one of my favorite fighters to watch right now. He's a wrestler. Ooh, beautiful uppercut. If Charles gets here, he gets to this spot. This is also where Ilia Topuria does good work. Charles does amazing work here too. If Charles can get here, it would be very interesting to see how this plays out, because Ilia Topuria is gonna be throwing heat, and Charles is gonna be throwing heat too. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. We have another breakdown for you. This is Charles Oliveira taking on Michael Chandler the second time. Now, these guys fought once before. I believe it's when Charles defended his belt. He ended up finishing Michael Chandler, but this one went 5 rounds. We're breaking this down because Charles is about to fight Ilia Topuria for the lightweight strap, and I wanted to break this down. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to know when we go live. So obviously, Charles Oliveira, very, very dangerous on the feet, very dangerous on the ground. He's pretty well-rounded, and you know, he has been dropped multiple times in his fights. What is up with the freaking closed caption though? Let's turn that off. All right, Bruce Buffer always wearing a sick ass suit. Well, let's go ahead and fast forward, because this is a 5-round fight, and I think this was a good fight for Charles Oliveira to have before fighting Ilia Topuria, because Ilia Topuria has shown durability, and for Charles to go through a 5-round fight before he fights someone who's just as dangerous, I don't want to say he's as dangerous as Michael Chandler, but I'm gonna go on a whim and say Ilia Topuria and Michael Chandler, they both have the same type of durability as each other. Obviously, I think Ilia Topuria is more crisp on the feet and better at, you know, putting the game together, where I feel like Michael Chandler is super, super athletic. All right, here we go. What's going on, guys? This video is sponsored by Prize Picks. Now, Prize Picks is a daily fantasy sports game you play directly from your phone. It's very simple. All you gotta do is go to your app store, download Prize Picks, and use my promo code MIGHTY. Cool promotion going on right now. All you gotta do is play $5 in your lineup, whether it is golf, power slap, UFC, CSGO, Valorant, you name it, they got it. And you're going to $50. Now, UFC 317 is right around the corner, so make sure you guys lock in your picks at the right place, which is Prize Picks. Now, shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Now, let us get back to the breakdown of Charles the BRONX Oliveira. And this was going to make this fight interesting with Charles versus Ilia, because Charles doesn't back up. He tends to go forward, strike, stay at the edge of the void. Let me get my pin out, baby. Let me get my pin out. He tends to stay right here at the edge of the void, looking, having a high guard, walking forward, marching forward with the Muay Thai stance. Where the fuck's my pin at? There it is. Walking forward with that stance, throwing combinations up here, the teeps to the midsection. He does all of that stuff when he's fighting, and then if you come forward too much, he'll go underneath you with a double leg takedown. Where typically, you know, when we saw Max fight Ilia Topuria, Max tends to go backwards, angle. Not saying that Charles can't do that, but 9 out of 10 times, or 8 out of 10 times, Charles likes to go forward and have this clash right here between him and his opponent. Right, he's plodding his way at the edge of the void, waiting for something to come. Nice check. But see, he's always coming forward. He'll eat a shot. He doesn't really, you know, overreact. He'll let shots come in so he can land a shot, almost like Ilia Topuria. Right here, here's a double leg takedown. Look, and look at that. Goes for a takedown, goes directly into an ankle lock, trying to finish the fight. And for people who don't know what he's doing, he's attacking his ankle right here. He can't lay backwards. If he was able to lay backwards, he will lay backwards, try to reconfigure. And you also have Michael Chandler having his hands clasped together so he can't, get back and wrench on that ankle or go heel hook. So let's continue. But that cage is saving Michael Chandler just for a little bit. Good job on the ref for not breaking this up and allowing these guys to work through it. Shout out to him. Yep. It's a very nice how he's pressing the knee behind the hip or the knee, really pushing those hips right here. And I see he keeps on walking this knee up. That foot's going to keep on getting elevated, keeping Michael Chandler for, Michael Chandler can try to scoot out here, but Charles has this blocked over here. So he's really driving his hips up, which is very good from Charles Oliveira. So it's high level jiu-jitsu right there. Yep. And this is the thing that's going to be interesting when he fights Ilia Topuria, because Charles Oliveira will take the fight to this realm when those two do fight. Same things as Islam, if Islam and Ilia Topuria were to fight. I think you look at the last couple guys that Ilia Topuria has fought. Max Holloway. Max Holloway is not a grappler. And then Alex Volkanovski. Alex Volkanovski is well-rounded, but he tends to not, take people down. He's always moving left and right, high kick combinations, to where Charles will take this fight to the ground if he's feeling that he's not getting the best of the exchange on the feet. So those shots are in the back of the head. The only thing that's stopping Charles from progressing is that ankle, the leg lock. All right, let's see what the corners say.
You did good. You started calm in the beginning, yeah. Jab. Now with this little move that you make is good, but now you need to start using your jab and then upstairs with your 3-2 or something like that. But you make the good moves, but now you need to follow up this round with these punches. He's reacting on it, right? You're good?
Listen, his rhythm is his stamina, his pace is gonna run down a little bit. He starts with some front kicks to keep him. How's it doing? I think we won the first round. We won the first round. That's it. Look, he's already desperate right now.
So you felt like they won the first round. I agree. I felt like they won the first round as well. And typically when you watch Michael Chandler fight, his stamina does kind of run out because he goes 0 to 10,000 right off the rip. There's no kind of working his way into the fight, building up his momentum in the fight. And I think that's very sound corner advice from Charles Oliveira's team. There's that high guard again. And the only thing that I think Ilia Topuria is going to be able to try to take advantage of that is, let's see. Is that high guard. Once Ilia Topuria starts going, if he stays there, then they're going to clash, which would be amazing. But that body shot that he's pop, that he's very known for is going to be a very, very keen thing that I bet you they're going to be training. Because we know once we get here, he's going to back up like this, and that body shot's going to be able to rip him. Let's continue. There's that Muay Thai stance. 2-3-2. Drops Chandler. Runs after him. So high guard. Walking in with the Muay Thai stance. Eats that. They exchange 2-3. And look, look at him running. Right? He's not scared to fight. He's not scared to and come in and have that clash. That's what makes this lightweight fight so damn exciting, because they both aren't scared to clash, and he's gonna cross that void and try to get a takedown. He utilizes the full rule set of mixed martial arts. If I can take you down, I'm taking you down. If I can pass your guard, I'm pass your guard. If I can choke you, I'm gonna choke you out. That's why he's like one of my favorite fighters to watch right now, because he just walks, plotting across the void, plotting. Right. No overreacting. Good push kick. 3-2. Beautiful. Like that right there is ice get scratched there? Okay. Look at that. Eats that. Trying to get there. Forcing the void. Crossing the void. Look. And he's sitting here waiting. He's sitting here waiting. Almost kind of like what Ilia does. He sits here and waits to see what his options are. And you see Michael is starting to be a tree. He's planted now. Now he's a punching bag. Now, if he wants to do a 5-piece combination, he can. But you also see Michael Chandler, his eyes are on the target. He sees what's going on. So he's also got to be careful, depending on if he throws something lazy, he could do overhand right. Let's see how it plays out. High kick. Beautiful high kick. Good choice. Yep. He's waiting. They both exchange. Looks like that one hit Charles Oliveira. Hurt him, which is one of the things that's very confident. Got hit again. Charles does get hurt when he fights. But the reason why he gets hurt is because he's willing to put himself in the fire to get the KO. There's that shot again. All ready to mount. Already the full mount. And once again, this is one of the things that Ilia Topuria is going to have to adjust to, is Charles Oliveira actually taking the fight to the ground when he's not having success on the feet, which I feel that we might not. Charles is going to battle some adversity on the feet, so we can damn near believe that he's going to take the fight to the ground. Now, if you guys are wondering, like, one of the things that Michael Chandler could do instead of hitting the back of the head is once try to get his elbows here and underneath him, like right there. Swim it. There you go, Chandler. Then now he's got to go to one side of his hip, one side, and push this knee out or the other knee out and shrimp even though the cage is blocking him, which is the shitty thing about the cage. And then he'll get in half guard and then work his way from half guard back to full guard and full guard back up to his feet, sweep, elevate, whatever he wants to do or whatever comes available for him. Nasty elbows. High S mount was going to go arm bar. That's why I love watching Charles fight, because he's always trying to progress. See, Chandler's not shrimping. He's not pushing the knees. He's sitting here trying to block this. When you get a full mount, you have to eat some shots. There's no way around. There's no way around it. You have to eat some. You have to eat some shots in order to get out. Fuck. Yeah, see, Chandler's not pushing the knees. He's not pushing the knees down. He's got to shrimp to one hip, push this knee down, and then get half guard. Mm. 2-0 for Charles. Right here, 2. Oh, it was a slip. Beautiful knee. And there's that shot. Like I said, that's the thing that's going to be interesting. If he's able to get Ilia Topuria off his back, we'll have to see what Ilia Topuria does. Let's see the quarter set.
You believe in yourself. You know you can do this. These are your 3 rounds now. You understand? Hey, when you hit him and you was a little wobbly, then stay composed. They're waiting for you to get crazy. But just these positions where you're in, there on the ground, Robbie, I know you take a little time there.
I just waited it out. Hey, somebody check Conor McGregor's Twitter right now.
Don't pull your back. Don't pull your back.
He's
There's a
going
kick
off.
coming. Yeah? Let's go.
Michael Chandler.
And Michael Chandler's so damn athletic. Like I said, man, I think if he spent more time on getting his body, his body's at 100%, but focusing on like the art of fighting, I think he'll be so much better off, and like take 20% of the conditioning he does to put that 20% into like focusing on like combat. All right, here we go, round 3. Oliveira's on his heel now. And this is what Oliveira cannot do when he fights Ilia Topuria. He cannot back up. Because if he backs up, Ilia Topuria is going to get to that sweet spot and he's going to fucking get off. There's another shot. Nice kick from Chandler. Another kick. Charles eats it, throws a right hand, just trying to close that void, trying to get a hold of Chandler. Nice uppercut. Oos. Oos. Right there. I love. Right, he's watching and waiting to find the shot he wants. Walks to the void. And that's the one thing I'm shocked that Chandler didn't do. He's a wrestler. Ooh, beautiful uppercut. Oof. Right here. So if Charles gets here, he gets to this spot. This is also where Ilia Topuria does good work. Charles does amazing work here too. But the only difference is that Charles is the one pressing to this area where he's on the back of, his back's on the cage. If Charles can get here, it would be very interesting to see how this plays out, because Ilia Topuria is going to be throwing fucking heat and Charles is going to be throwing fucking heat too. Ooh, I can't wait for that fight. Like, even though I would have loved to see Islam versus Ilia, I think this is just as good. Be honest with you. Look at that. Look, he's walking him down. He walks him right into the side. He's inside the void waiting. Ooh, he misses that. Oh, and look at that. Ooh. Oof. See that? Oof. Beautiful, like distant control in that exchange. Once again, gets him down. One hook in, gets the other hook in, and looking already to take it back and look for the choke. This is the one thing I'm excited to see, and we've talked about this many times before. The body triangle. Now, I believe Charles Oliveira is bigger than Ilia Topuria height-wise. And right there, look at that foot behind him. That foot, he's got a lock there, and that foot, and oh, there, God damn it. Let me pause it. Okay. Boom. Okay, so body triangle. We talked about this many times before. If you're fighting someone who's fucking taller than you, it's always hard to get this unlocked because you have this, the knees here, and you have the foot that is behind his foot. So in order for Chandler to make this happen, he's got to kick his hips over here. Then he's also got to bring this foot behind that foot. Then he's got to turn that way. Like, I think I want to show this video to somebody to show you how hard it is to get out of a body triangle when you are the shorter fighter. Now, I know Gordon Ryan says there's other ways to get out of the body triangle, but in jiu-jitsu, you're not getting punched in the fucking face. Let's continue. Yeah, it is so hard to get out of that. Yep. Yep, and people are like, oh, just turn. He can't turn this way because that left leg is keeping his hips on the other side. It's a very, very, it's like when you get here, it is. Yo. Let me finish this and then we can chat. You still want to go to the gym? You do? Okay. What's up, buddy? What you need? Oh, what's up, buddy? Did you have fun last night? That's what's up. All right, go upstairs and make breakfast. I did, bud. Thank you. You bring out my green juice, though. Sorry, my son interrupted me. And pretty much, like, if somebody gets your back like this, you pretty much have lost the round. Because, one, he can sit there and beat you up. He can sit there and stall if he wanted to. The ref like, oh, you gotta move. No, you don't have to fucking move. It's a check. It's a check move. If once Michael Chandler makes a wrong move, he can finish him. Thank you, sir. Thank you. There you go. You can finish somebody here. You can break their jaw. Does it get it? Look at this transition. Look at the transition right here. It's going to come on top. Now, he was able to move because Charles Oliveira decided he wanted to come on top. So he unlocked his body triangle, tried to come on top. Chandler was able to move a little bit. And now he still ends up in the back. So right now it's 3-0. So Charles Oliveira can live on Ilia Topuria's back. And like I said, I think it's good that this fight went 5 rounds because it gives Charles, he got hurt in the fight. Now he's back in it. He's still in it. And it's a long fight.
We got 2 rounds. This round, man. This round. Listen. Again, don't throw single shots. Throw your combination. Fast hands and then a hard one.
Tell me which ones. Give me 2 combos.
Same what you do always. Work with the body left upstairs. You follow up like
Right here, look at this uppercut by
Ooh. Nasty uppercut. And right here, this is where Charles did most of his work when he's putting his whole game together. Getting somebody's back. The 12-6 elbow hitting the back of the, not the back of the head, it's the top of the head. So that's legal.
especially now.
And then you put the hands, put a kick. Listen, let's go to the win. Okay? Listen, we've done the work. All I have to do is get him. Get him now.
Yep. Just gotta get him now. Just gotta get him. Body kick. High kick. There's that shot again immediately. Nice check. Oosh. Ooh. Ooh. Oi. Beautiful combination from Charles. We see Charles gets hurt in that firefight, but he goes right back into the fight. Oof. Ooh, beautiful push kick. And he shoots in. Gets the back. And now he's going to climb that back. Get his hook in. Kicks out that foot. If he's able to stay here like this, he stays here the whole entire time. Working the back. Working the back. We're going to fast forward. Yeah, he stays here and works the back. Okay, we're going to fast forward. The biggest thing in this fight is what's going to, you know, make the difference is how, when they're here, how does Charles react to the constant pressure of Ilia Topuria? Does he get clipped by Ilia Topuria? But if he's able to get Ilia Topuria on the ground, and we haven't seen Ilia Topuria off his back and move and work his jiu-jitsu, we can see him finish Ilia Topuria or sit on his back and backpack and do the triangle, body triangle, and that's it. Hate those fucking kicks. Wants to get another shot. Now, if he does that and he misses the shot and Ilia Topuria is able to get away, we can see Ilia Topuria sprawl, take his back, and start his jiu-jitsu game. What's that? Yeah, exactly. Beautiful right hand from Charles. And I want to stress this. The fact that he doesn't overreact. He doesn't over sase. He doesn't over baseball catch. He doesn't run away. It's almost like he doesn't react to what's coming to him. And it gives him the ability to stay in the void and be able to capitalize. Let me slow this one down here. Oh, what the hell? Here we go. Watch this. This comes in. He moves just a little bit. Right? And now he's there ready to attack. Comes in, closes the distance with that clinch. Do what he wants. Okay, watch out. Watch this one. Watch how he doesn't really react. Jab comes in. Gets hit. But see how he's still there? He's still there. And now Chandler has to back out. Because Chandler's not going to go forward. So Chandler's backing out. And as he's backing out, look who's open. Look who's open. Chandler is. And that's where Charles Oliveira has been eating him up a lot. He eats that. Charles eats it. But look who's backing out and look who's still going forward. That lands. Ooh. Ooh. Gets poked in the eye again. Oh, that's this where he gets hit in the back of the head 80 times. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fucking Michael Chandler. And Charles Oliveira is still there. So Charles Oliveira has battled adversity in all of his fights. And he's able to hang on here. And Okay, he's coming back to his feet. Using that half guard. Charles does a good job of getting back in the guard. That way he can control him, bring him down. Now you can hand fight. So the bad thing, the good thing about not reacting is, the good thing is that if you don't overreact and you don't react at all, and you get hit, then you're able, and it doesn't hurt you, you're able to be on your opponent. Or the bad thing is if you don't react, right? You stay there, the second shot could be a big shot. Oh, here comes a triangle. He's got the triangle, but I agree with DC. He's just buying time here. He could set up the triangle, but I think this triangle is meant more just to get his wits about him. He could go armbar, but this cage right here doesn't allow him to do it. But he uses his feet, gets back to his feet, and able to go again. You like that, John Toe Dog? Gets hit again. He fires back with the right hand. Yeah, Chandler's condition is just so fucking good. Gets his back. Hooks in. And this is where Charles will live here until the end of the fight. And even though Chandler had him hurt extremely bad this round, Charles was able to battle through it and get, on his back and keep on going, which he's done in all his fights. You look when he fought Justin Gaethje, the first time that him and Michael Chandler fought, even when him and Armin Sarukian fought, that's where Charles Oliveira was able to come back. He did beat Armin Sarukian because I felt Armin Sarukian is a better grappler. Not better grappler, he's a better wrestler, so he just out-wrestled Charles Oliveira. And that's one thing that Michael Chandler didn't do. Chandler was so gung-ho on trying to outstrike him on the feet instead of shooting his double leg, put Charles on his back on his terms. And then here's... Yep. And now all he has to do is hang on. This doesn't... You can, but it doesn't score you any points. Right here, that hook is helping him. But Michael Chandler is an absolute entertainer. Like, slamming someone on your back doesn't win you fights. But he's so... Yeah, I agree with Jorgen. He's so strong. And this is a great fight, like I said before. This is a great fight for Charles Oliveira because Charles is going to be fighting one of the best to ever do it in featherweight. And potentially, we're going to see how he does at light heavyweight. We're going to have to suck all that weight. He's going to be about probably 165, 170. He gets in the octagon that night. There's Trump, Elon Musk, the Petitas, RFK. Yeah. So great fight. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when these two fight. Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. I'm super excited. And, my gut is telling me that Ilia Topuria is probably going to knock him out because he's going to find that spot and be able to go. They've both been hurt in their fights before, so we'll see what happens. So, boys, if you guys enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell so you don't go live.